Speed 85 WPM. Be ready. 5 seconds. Madam, it is my proud privilege to apprise the House that during the 11th plan we are poised to achieve 4,500 route kilometers of electrification. Encouraged by this success, I propose to electrify 6,500 route kilometers during the 12th plan period. This would include electrification of Udhampur, Srinagar, Baramulla line and hence provide pollution-free traction to the pristine Kashmir Valley. An allocation of rupees 828 crore has been provided in 2012-13 for electrification, which will enable completion of 1100 kilometers. The details of electrification of 10 new sections being included in the current year budget, as also 20 surveys for electrification of additional sections are reflected in the list placed at Annexure 17. Electrification on Indian Railways had its advent with the introduction of 1500 volt DC traction system in Mumbai area during 1925 to 1929 for running for suburban services. This system had outlived its utility and required replacement to the modern 25,000 volt AC system. It is my proud privilege to share with the august House that the challenging task of conversion from DC to AC has been successfully achieved on the entire Western Railway portion. Similar conversions will be completed during 2012-13 on the Central Railway portion, which extends to Pune. This will give significant benefits by way of higher speeds, reduced journey time and substantial savings in operational costs. Joka IIM Diamond Park Metro Extension as the first leg of Joka Mahanayak Uttam Kumar Metro Link is proposed to be taken up. Survey report for extension of metro railway from Barakpur to Kalyani is being finalized and the work will be taken up in due course. Besides, extension of circular railway from Remount Road to Santoshpur via Garden Reach, Metia Bridge has also been taken up. I am sure that with the completion of all these metro projects, metro transport needs of the residents of Kolkata will be addressed to a large extent. The MMTS Phase 1 has already been commissioned and is providing excellent services to the people of Hyderabad and Secunderabad. To further augment rail transport services in the twin cities, MMTS Phase 2 project announced in the last year budget has now been sanctioned after obtaining the requisite clearances. Railways also propose to set up a SPV with state government of Andhra Pradesh for commercial management of the MMTS, while leaving the train operations with the railways. This will provide the required focus and flexibility for addressing the infrastructural and business needs of the organization, as also a much needed platform for its rapid growth and development to meet public aspirations. The financial modeling of an elevated rail corridor from Churchgate to Virar to be executed through public-private partnership mode in coordination with the government of Maharashtra is being firmed up. The proposed project will enable introduction of premium AC suburban rail services. A pre-feasibility survey for a similar corridor between CST and Kalyan is also proposed to be taken up in due course. I wish to highlight that the investment outlined above in capacity augmentation projects would be grossly inadequate, keeping in view the large shelf of projects. Therefore, in order to optimally utilize the available resources and obtain returns at the earliest, it is proposed to prioritize funding towards completion of last mile projects and ensure sustained allocation during the 12th plan. Railways are playing a significant role in social development of the country by providing rail connectivity to the remote, backward and tribal regions on considerations other than financial viability. I believe that Indian Railways has a strong case for the government to consider plowing its dividend payment back into the railway system for augmenting funding of critical socially desirable projects. Recommendations to this effect have been made in railway sector report for the 12th plan. I am pleased to inform the August House that as a new public-private partnership initiative, Railways in partnership with Government of Chhattisgarh and user industries in the region will develop 3 rail corridors in the northern part of the state for movement of passengers and freight with the active participation of all stakeholders. A memorandum of understanding has recently been signed and the initiative would now be taken forward in consultation with the state government.